Hi everyone. Thanks for joining me today at Leafy Conversations. This is Sherry. Today my mom and I went to Burns Garden Center again, and I got myself this beautiful flapjack plant. The actual name looks like Kalanchoe, Thyrsiflora. But anyways, so it says it's not pet friendly. It's toxic if ingested. So thankfully my dogs don't care about plants. Very bright indirect light. It grows 6 to 8 inches wide, 12 to 18 inches tall. It says, this colorful succulent from South Africa has large, flat, oval leaves that do not have petioles and are held upright like clamshells, positioning only their narrow red edges to the midday sun. Leaves are covered with a whitish bloom that helps protect the leaves from sunburn. Allow the soil to dry down between waterings. So that's what we got. And as you can see, I've rinsed him down already. As I always do, I take out and dump all of the dirt that comes with it, with the plants that I buy. And I get as much of the dirt off as possible. One thing that Mom and I noticed was there were gnats around the nursery today, and of course, we know that anytime you go, you have that chance of picking up their pests. So one of the things I always do is get it as clean as I possibly can. I do have some insecticidal stuff coming from Amazon. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, that I may start putting in my grit mix as I get plants or repot. Just because now I'm introducing a little bit more of a tropical plants, like I did the philodendron, white knight, and pink princess to my collection, where I've just been doing desert plants and succulents. And I apologize for my dogs. I'll try to keep that as low as possible, but anyone having dogs, they know that's pretty much impossible to do. So anyways, so I'm just gonna replant this, and thought I'd do a little quick video to share. And I decided, since I'm gonna be putting this plant not with my desert plants, but I'm going to be putting it on a shelving in my kitchen where I have a lot of room, I'm going to put it in this bigger terracotta pot bowl. It is quite large, a lot bigger than what's necessary probably for this, but what I like is that it's going to have room to grow. And I know that they get pretty wide, so, and I don't think I have to worry too much about the roots getting too much longer, but they'll have plenty of room in this pot to grow. So that being said, let's get started. See if I can find my, there we go, my mesh pads that I use. That there. This will be a quick one because I've already got my grit mixed up. So on this one, I decided I don't want to use any soil. It's a succulent plant, and it's going to need to be cared for a lot like my lithops and split rocks. But I decided to go ahead and add to my Jack's Gritty Mix the 1/4 inch Maroon lava rock that is within here. So, and you'll see that this here is the lava rock, and that's about the size of it. And I know I'm going to need more than this, but it's just easier to kind of start the whole thing prior to taping. So I'm going to just go ahead and mix that up real good. And I put the lava rocks in so it holds a little bit of water. This is a bigger pot, so I'll just have to see if I made a mistake. I'll just repot it in a couple of weeks when it tells me if I made a mistake or not. Plants are notorious for telling us when we do things wrong, right? So now that I've got some lava rock in this, I'm just going to use my Gritty Mix. So I'm going to put some of that in here. I'm going to have to order more. So at this point, I think this is good. So I think I'm gonna put a little more in here. A little hole. These things are neat. I've always been fascinated with the jade plant, and this one always kind of reminded me of a jade. Is that going to be, I think that's good. So I need more of this. Problem with big pots is you sure do have to go through a lot of mix, which I'm not a fan of. You'll learn that if you watch my videos, I'm not a big fan of big pots. I like small terracotta pots. It allows me to have more plants, and because I don't want a lot of plants in my house, like all over the place. I want them in the central area where I stay, which is out here in the front room, except for when I sleep. And I may change. I've been changing recently a lot. My tastes, my plants. I would have never guessed I would have gotten a philodendron, but I did, and now I'm kind of reaching out from desert plants to a little bit more of a tropical plant. We'll see how I do. I think that's good enough. If I don't kill them, which will make me really happy if I don't, then I may try to get a few more, but I just don't want to get too many. The addiction I find is buying them and then repotting them. This is my favorite part of the whole plant process. Kind of like my purses. I love getting a new purse and then changing my purse out and then admiring my new purse. But the plants are more fun because I admire them every day, where my purse just kind of loses its value quite quickly. So I think this is going to be it. One thing I am going to do is, if you notice the leaves, there's some bad spots, so I'm going to cut them. Now, let me know in the comments, should I cut the whole leaf, or do I just cut the piece off? So I'm just going to cut the piece off for now. Probably should have done this before I planted it. I feel bad doing that, but it's not very attractive. And then this here. I think I'll put some cinnamon on it. I don't know if I need to, but I don't want any rot. I'm not really sure what the best... I've seen people use wax on their... when they cut a pink philodendron princess, which is a good idea. I don't have any wax, so I'm just going to use cinnamon here and see. I don't know if this brush will work. Guess it's okay. Just go ahead and keep the cinnamon on here for a while, and then when it heals up, I'll just wash my leaves again. It's good to wash your leaves and wipe them down to get the dust off anyway, so not very attractive, but hopefully he'll grow to be, his leaves will heal. Okay, I think that's it. Thanks for joining me today. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. That always helps my channel. And if you'd like to see me do other things, or, you know, just put them in the comments and let me know. I do want to get a video out of my collection, but being pretty new at all of this, I'm not sure what the best way to do it. I don't want to spend an hour of your time going through each pot. I want it to be somewhat entertaining, but we'll see. You let me know what you think. I'd like to hear from you. So anyways, have a great day and evening, and we'll talk at you later.